Nitwa Oswald Mutuyezu kuri Radio 10 aho nitwa Osuwakimu. Ndagira ngo bazi ikibazo kirebana n'ibikorwa remezo iby'amazi n'iby'amashanyarazi. Urebye intambwe yatewe kuva u Rwanda rwavuka bundi bushya ni nini cyane, nko ku mashanyarazi arabona nje ntero rwenyine. Uruganda rw'ibyuma rw'imusanze rukoresha megawati zingana n'izo u Rwanda rwari rufite muri 1994 megawati 40. Ariko nubwo amashanyarazi ahari anyuzamo akabura hakaba blackout. Ni iki kizakorwa kugira ngo amashanyarazi aboneke ubudacika, bityo abashoramari bayakeneye, abaturage bakeneye babe bizeye 100% ko iki atari ikibazo? Ni kimwe nyakubahwa perezida wa Repubulika n'amazi, bikorwa by'amazi byarubatswe ariko ubona umuvuduko ukwiyongera kw'abaturage, ukwiyongera kw'amasite mashya yo gutura bigenda imbere y'ingano y'amazi. Muri iyi mpeshyi ho byabaye ibindi nyakubahwa perezida wa Repubulika, ni iki kibura kugira ngo amazi ajya ari menshi no mu mpeshyi tuyabone? Ikinababaza nuko mu gihe cy'imvura asenya akica, akongera imikoki, ibibanza bihenze by'ikigaruka usanga habaye ikintu cy'igikoki kinini, abakire amazu bubaka ntibashyireho uburyo bufata amazi. Nyakubahwa perezida wa Repubulika, mwagira icyo mubivugaho mukatwizeza wenda ko hari igihe kizagera bikakemuka burundu? Murakoze.
Ngira ngo mu byo utangiye uvuga usa naho usobanuye icyo kibazo. Bavuze aho twahereye ko hari hameze, hagomba kuba hatandukanye n'ubu ngubu ko hameze. Ni ukuvuga ngo ni investments zigomba gukorwa, ariko nk'uko nigeze kubivuga nsubiza ikindi kibazo, ibyo twifuza gukora byo urabizi ni byinshi, ariko amikoro ahari ntabwo angana nabyo. Duhora dushaka uko amikoro yiyongera kugira ngo twongere mu bikorwa, ari iby'amazi ari iby'amashanyarazi. Biriya bindi wavugaga bimwe sa mikoro yandi akenewe y'igitangaza, usibye gukoresha noneho ibyo dufite. Management y'ibintu, hari n'amazi nyine y'imvura agira cyakahitana ibintu rimwe na rimwe. Hari ubwo hari ibishobora gukorwa n'abantu ku giti cyabo cyangwa na leta bafatanyije, cyane cyane biri mu bushobozi bwacu kugira ngo bibe ariko rimwe na rimwe ntibikorwe nk'uko bikwiriye. Ibyo ni ibintu bihoraho. Ni ukureba rero uko leta yongera ingufu, yongera ubushobozi, ariko yongera no gukurikirana kureba ko ntabwo twahora dufite impamvu ituma tudakora n'ibyo dufitiye ubushobozi, kandi ni byinshi ibyo dufitiye ubushobozi ariko bidakorwa. Urumva ko bigomba kuba bituruka mu bantu, mu nzego, ariko icyo gihe rero hagomba gukurikiranwa nibura kugira ngo ibishoboka ibyo dufitiye ubushobozi bikorwe, ibyo tudafitiye ubushobozi gushakwa nabwo bishoboye kwihuta n'icyo cyifuzo. Rero urebye nta ibyo wavuze ni ibibazo byo bihoraho imyaka yose, ariko tugomba guhora dushakira abantu bakora ibintu uko bikwiye, babikorera igihe, bakoresha amikoro ahari, adahari hari n'uburyo nanone bwo gukomeza gushaka ayo mikoro. Ibyo rero niho abanyarwanda bapimira kumenya uko abayobozi babo babakorera cyangwa leta yabo bakorera. Igihe kigeze turishyura turabyishyura, nabyo byakongerwagamo imbaraga, abaturage bakabitubaza koko, ndetse bamwe bakadusezerera bakavuga ko tutakoze ibihagije kandi byari bishobotse. Buriya bagira igihe cyabo bakwiye kuba bifatiramo bakaduhana.
Thank you, Excellency. We'll take the next question from Jackie.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. My name is Jackie Lumbasi from RBA. Seeing as we have a good representation of the continent in the room, Your Excellency, you have always argued that the African continent is not short of resources or capable people. Sometimes our problem is how we view ourselves, how we think of ourselves. And you even mentioned earlier, some of those problems are self-inflicted. Your Excellency, Rwanda is set to host the Africa Mindset Reset Forum. As we host this forum, I'm wondering, in your opinion, not to speak for any other person, in your opinion, what is that mindset that you want to see Africa change? And when we change it, what do we replace that with? Thank you, Your Excellency.
You want to preempt my discussion? Why don't you wait just another few hours, and tomorrow we'll be together. I'll tell you what I think, so that I avoid repeating myself. Right? Actually, part of it I have already said when I was answering some questions earlier. But the mindset, as we know it, is, people talk about planning, they talk about policy, they talk about vision. All those are very, very important. But the mindset seems to be that glue that connects all of them. And the mindset makes these components work well together. So let me leave it at that. The rest you'll hear from me tomorrow. But mindset is important, and Africa has to do something about it. It has to think of how our mindset changes, and we leverage all the opportunities we have and capacities. They are there. But the mindset lacking creates a lot of problems for us. Yeah, you can have somebody, imagine, you can have even a country, let's say like ours. The leadership, the behavior of that leadership, matters a lot in how do we deliver on certain aspirations or promise. Remember, long ago, just a quick example here, well, like in many other places, but let me talk about here. Many years ago, we really had the people, including those like in your category, those who are here, who would not do much that they could have done, just because they think it is somebody else's responsibility, or worse still, they think somebody will come from somewhere outside of our borders to come and help, or to come and remind you what you have to do. And then you could find leaders really so deficient in this area, where they would just, and adoring others for what she or he could have done himself. That's a terrible thing about mindset. Even when all the means are there, you still want somebody to remind you what you should be doing, or to instruct you, or you even feel you are accountable to the other one. I mean, about your own business, which really amounts to a shame in a way. So let me stop it here.
Thank you, sir.
Go ahead.
We'll take the next question at the front, Israel.
All right, thank you very much, Your Excellency. My name is Israel Laye, and I am a broadcaster. I've been working as a broadcaster for 27 years, but I'm here at the behest of InfluencerAfrica.com because we brought the content creators to Rwanda at the behest of ASG. And I would say thank you for making it possible for us to be in this room. My question has to do with ASG as a co-founder of the Africa School of Governance. I want to understand what success will look like for you, as in for the establishment of ASG, what success will look like for you, let's say 5 or 10 years from now.
Yeah, success is defined by the very things we talk about almost on a daily basis. So success for me is in some layers. The first layer is here. I'm talking about Rwanda. That's my main task. The other success is derived from knowing that Rwanda is not an island. It's part of the region, it's part of the continent. Rwanda's success without the success of others doesn't make much sense to me. I want to succeed where others are succeeding too. And, therefore, it means addressing those problems, some of which you have just mentioned here. Let's say we talked about trade. We talked about the continental free trade area, which should allow people to freely move across borders and goods and so on and so forth. So success for me is to see it working. On one part, it is working. For one layer, that is mine, the Rwandan layer, because we tried our best to say, okay, people, you should trade with us. We are making free, this movement free across our border, and we are allowing goods to come in. And so you should allow others to come to you as well, and each other. That's the way we should treat everybody. So success is about this, it's about transformation. We talk about improving the livelihoods of our people. But every day, whether you're crossing here or wherever, you see things that tell you there is still demand for that to happen, and probably faster. So that is, and the whole idea of ASGs, that African part, it's just to say, please, can we come together? Can we study together? Can we act together? Can we deliver together? Can we benefit together? So the whole idea of having such an institution is really to remind ourselves of our honorable but heavy task of making progress. Success is about making progress in things you have identified that matter to that success, and there must be a way even of measuring that. So, in a nutshell, for me, that is how and if the institution can be part of that, or act as a catalyst, at least to deliver, as many other institutions elsewhere might do the same, then I'll be happy that we'll have made our own contribution.